Here's my question to you. Do you think that's because I think about it, right? I think about Shade Room.
Yeah.
Keep going. I have an example.
I think about Shade Room, right?
Mhm.
And I'm going, and I hate to say this. I hate to say, like, okay, well, the publications that we frequently see on our timelines, they're not posting it. And I say to myself, is it because they think that we're not interested in that? Or do they think that that's not going to get clicked? Why aren't they posting it? And I'm not trying to put past blame, but I'm also just trying to analyze. Like, oh, I would know if it was on those, tabloidy blogs that I unfortunately follow. You know what I mean? Like if it was on one of those things. So I think to myself, why doesn't it come over to us? Like, why don't their problems come over to us?
Well, I think
Our timelines.
it's a little bit more entertaining when the person is of color, unfortunately. I think people are, and maybe again, I could be speaking out of the corner of the internet that I'm a part of, being a black, straight,
Sure, it's all
heterosexual
perspective.
male. You know what I'm saying? Like my interests are going. The algorithm is going to feed my interests just by default, right? So that is a part of it, but I also think another part of it is also what sells, right? Like when they say sex sells, that's a real thing.
Yes.
You could have the same woman promote the same thing if she has scandalous or promiscuous clothes on. It's gonna go a little bit further than if she's in a button-up tuxedo, right? That's just how the brain fucking works. I don't have the explanation, but that's just what it is.
I got the explanation.
And so I think with a situation like this, right? Even, and this has been on my list for like weeks. Honestly, before you even taking a break, I wanted to come in here and I wanted to talk about Ezra Miller. Are you guys familiar with Ezra Miller?
No.
Why does that name sound so familiar?
Ezra Miller is an actor.
I know him.
Right? You guys know, out of all of us, I may be the biggest nerd for like the superhero DC Marvel stuff.
Okay.
So Ezra Miller, he was casted as the Flash in the DC universe.
Okay.
I heard about this. Okay.
And he is a fucking menace.
He is?
That's just as plain as day. He is a fucking menace.
Like
Not
outside
only
the
is he a
films?
menace, out beyond the films, beyond the roles, Ezra Miller has been on a rampage of terrorizing the citizens of Hawaii to New Hampshire. And I do not like.
This nigga's a villain?
He is a super villain. He's been accused of kidnapping. He's been accused of assault. He's been accused of so many things. And he is still propelled and allowed to put out films and be the star of these superhero films. And now we all know how much money gets poured into all of these superhero films. The Flash, DC.
The biggest productions.
Exactly. If anybody doesn't know, DC is trying to play catch up when it comes to the Marvel universe. And so he's one of the prominent figures. He's been casted as the Flash. Like, you need the Flash to tell the story of DC. And there hasn't been any rumblings of pulling the movie.
No,
They're still releasing the movie, as far as I know, as when we're recording. What's up, Reggie?
Are they? Because I heard something, like I was watching a video that they are trying to they're trying to figure out what they want to do, because they either want to just do it, which I doubt will happen. They're trying to re-edit to make the storyline take him out. I was watching a video about this. Or just like not release the movie at all, which is probably not gonna happen because they spent so much money on it. But there was like an update about it. But I do agree that the point with your point, like that, it wasn't like this huge fucking national story.
It wasn't anything.
When this guy is like doing all this.
Yeah, I didn't know any
He's
of
been
that.
accused of kidnapping.
That's
Like,
insane.
He's a Hollywood star, and I remember around the same time that some of the allegations that he was going through, it was around the time that the Will Smith slap happened. Now, granted, it happened on a very large stage. It happened with two very big stars, but at the same time, no, it was crickets for Ezra Miller, who the production companies and the studios poured a lot of money into, a ton of fucking money. But yet it's quiet. It's a debate. And that's my problem, right? Like Reggie said, she thinks she's heard. Even myself, I'm like, wait, I don't know if they're gonna do it. It doesn't matter, because when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock,
it was the biggest
everything
thing
was
ever.
pulled.
It's like, make him apologize,
And when
kick him out of the thing.
It's just when we do anything, it's no questions. There's no way to kind of hide it, sweep it under the rug. It is what it is. We got to pay the consequence for it. And this is not a black-white thing. This is just an observation. It's more so like, I don't even want to say it.
Algorithmic, really, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
It is interesting.
Even the Adam topic, right? That the genre of the topic is salacious in our algorithm. side chick. You know what I'm saying? Just that whole. Of course, white people have had side
Mistresses.
pieces. Right? You see the words I just used?
Yeah.
Mistresses.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the articles went around was side piece. So we associated like, oh shit, like oh shit, Adam, like, you know what I'm saying? So like verbiage plays a part.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't see, like I said, I just seen Adam on like I happened to have my TV on walking past and I happened to see it on TMZ and I was like, I saw a girl and I saw him and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I kept it moving. And that's why I was like, oh, but now when you brought it up, I was like, well, what happened? Like I was like, something crazy must have happened. So I don't, bro, to be honest with you, man, I really don't know why that's like, it's like that. I mean, I know some people yelling at the, from their cars or wherever they listen to this, so I'm like, I know why, we know why, you fucking were probably right. But I really don't definitively, I can't say like, well, this is why it happens, because it's actually a mystery to me. I really never thought about that. Like, why don't those types of things cross over to us and go like full blown, as opposed to when I think about it has to be something fucking insane, like a Jeffrey Epstein, like a Harvey Weinstein, like something like that.
I feel like our algorithm, there's a lot of distractions around the same conversations, and I don't think a lot of the times how we don't see how it really limits us. Example, back to the high school. Majority of the people I graduated with are either engaged or married. From that algorithm.
You know,
I want you to really think, because this is things I've been talking about for myself
Engaged or
internally for at
married.
least a year.
okay.
A lot of the other people from that algorithm, married, engaged, like there's just like, again, when I open up my social media pages, my algorithm, there's a lot of like toxic conversations or just things that we harp on over and over again that have become like a part of our culture.
Okay.
Again, back to that side piece word, the mistress. Ooh, how different we was able to just discern that. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I've been thinking about this a lot because I'm just like, yo, a lot of the stuff that a lot of my counterparts from my year, they don't see the shit that I see now. And I think it's affected their life in positive ways.
I think
No funny shit.
I think as we progress as a society, there has to be somebody who comes along and regulates the algorithm. And what I mean by that is that I can't be held captive to a certain sector or corner of the internet.
Right.
There should be an even playing field at some point. There should be an option where maybe you want all of the shit that's being pumped on your algorithm, right? So if you want the gossip, if you want the music, if you want the sports, if you want the fashion, if you want the makeup on your timeline, maybe you should have the choice to say, hey, these are my interests and this is what I want to go. But there should also be a feature where it says, hey, this is what's happening across the board.
Full-blown.
This is neutral.
Right.
Everybody has the chance to see what's happening,
Right.
just so you can kind of stay in tune. Because the algorithm sways your thinking, it sways your mind, it sways your interest. Like for me, I've been trying to clear my algorithm for like the last fucking year, because if I see a fat ass on the timeline,
Booty, right?
you're gonna see, like,
Just mad.
what do you want me to do? I'm gonna
What do you-
see the fat ass. It's not
Bro,
even
I
that I
told y'all
want to
what
pump my
Bro.
brain into it,
Bro.
but I have unfollowed all of the blogs.
Yeah. I
I
seen
don't
you tweet that.
follow any gossip blogs today.
Good guy.
I live in
Good for
media,
you.
I live in music, I live in entertainment, but yet that's something I don't want to feed my digital appetite of fulfilling that.
It makes the world of a
Good for you.
difference.
It really does.
It does.
really does.
It really
That's
does.
what I'm saying.
Truly does.
It really
Imagine
does.
all the people that have been living like that with with those subtractions for years.
But and I wish there was a way for, especially Instagram, where you can just maybe have an option, a feature where it's like, look, I just want to see what's happening in the world today. I just want to see what's there. I don't need to be forced into seeing what you think I like. And sure, maybe I do like it. Maybe I do like a fat ass. Maybe
Yeah.
I do like,
It works.
you know what I mean? Maybe I do like music.
you
Maybe I
can't
see
tell me
sports.
It works.
Right? Like fantasy football.
Don't feed it to me.
As soon as football season came around, my algorithm has been filled with fantasy football advice. I don't need your fucking advice. I didn't ask for it.
Nah,
but
did-
you
but-
know that I
but
like
did-
it.
but did you
so
win
it's
last year?
there.
But did you win?
Nah, I
last
got
year?
smoked last
All right,
year.
then you might need their advice.
Wait, I thought you did like mad well in that
I
world.
did good in the parlays.
Oh, okay,
Parlays,
okay.
yeah. I did really well last year. But yeah, so I don't know. I think we have to evolve, right?
Okay.
Technology, algorithms are always ahead of us, but
Yeah.
at some point we need somebody in position to be like, look, let's make
This
it
is
an
getting out of hand.
equal playing
agree.
field.
You
I
know what's
agree.
funny?
I agree.
So there's a lot of people don't even know. If you click the Instagram name in the app and you hit following,
Oh, I know. Separate.
it'll
yeah, yeah,
switch
yeah.
it back to switch the algorithm to who you're following. And I always thought, you know what I found very funny as an experiment, where that option is there and no one even uses it. Yet we
I
still
use it every
complain
week.
about, yo, I want to see my friends.
We don't know about it.
Yeah.
A lot, a
When they
lot of
up-
people don't know.
When they
Okay.
update the app, do they say, hey, this is
No.
how you do that?
Nah, I'm
No.
not
How
gonna
would I know?
lie.
They leave us to figure it out.
Nah, they throw a little Instagram story.
For the big rollout, for
for the
big features.
You know they do that little Instagram icon and light up. It's the Instagram logo. You look at it.
Yes.
But a girl's to the right of that, so you click on the girl.
Oh my God. They don't
Oh yeah, whenever they do have an update,
a
they do
rollout,
that.
but it's never. It's always
But
only
I'm
for
like, get this out of my face.
big. It's for big features. And
Okay,
it don't
okay.
be for
It's like the smallest things.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
that, like that. And so you know who taught me that?
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Oh, really?
He
Wow.
said, "Hey y'all, click this button."
The smartest nigga in the world. had
And
to
it'll
teach
switch
you
to your following timeline. Go see your friends again. And I was like,
Absolutely.
holy shit, I didn't even know that was a thing. And I went and did it, and it was like I was seeing people. I was like, whoa, yada yada, blah blah blah. It was cool.
Like the people you actually follow.
Yeah, people are actually following. It was kind of cool. I was thinking about keeping it that way too, because then it keeps me in real time. But here's the problem: people are so self-conscious about posting that people don't post like they used to anymore.
Definitely.
We don't
yeah.
post like we used to anymore. So that following tab is garbage anyway. All I see is literally bullshit. Like
Because it's like
nothing.
if you don't do like content creation, you get mad at your still photos for not doing maybe what it did in previous years.
Your content in general.
Yeah, no, everything is content.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree with so I find myself I like, you know how people do like photo dumps and stuff? Like, oh, I
Yeah.
went on a trip and then they post like 10. I think like Savon did like just
Yeah.
like a photo dump of your trip or whatever.
I'm here
Right.
for
I
those.
kind of like it because that's as close as to normal and quote unquote normal Instagram. It reminds me of that. Like people just posting their lunch and shit. Like I
Yeah.
like photo dumps.
I
Do you
miss
guys think
that.
so or no, you don't like it?
Can I tell you something though? I think that women, and I don't mean to generalize, but I see it more in girls, and I
Okay.
feel like it works more for girls. I feel like pictures still serve a purpose on Instagram for women.